Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode in the Game of Thrones. This is absolutely brilliant game. It's not for everybody to understand because it's full of QTEs and dialogue, but it looks great, plays nicely, and you can sit back, relax and enjoy the game. So here we are with Ethan Forrester. Last time we were playing as Gared Forrester, who brought back the Lord's Sword to Ironwood. Now on his way...
Could you?
Hang on, I need a pause.
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
Anyway, Gared, on his way back, he killed some of Lord Bolton's men. So to avoid certain death, because Ramsey Snow was on his way to Ironwood, where the Foresters have their home, Gared is off to join the Wall. And he's most likely going to meet up with Jon Snow there. So we go over to Ethan Forrester, this young boy who is the Lord of Ironwood now. And he's got a lot of decision making ahead of him. And this episode and the next one, you're going to see what happens to him in this part of the story.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Mira's their sister.
Perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Gared to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the Wall.
That's right.
I'll miss Gared. He was nice.
It's called self-preservation, really. I mean, he only went so that he didn't.
He'll be fine.
Didn't get killed by Ramsey Snow, who is an absolute psychopath.
No one will tell me what Gared did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland.
Well, I am, for one, mate.
He says you can't fight very well.
What?
It's nice.
And he calls you a milksop.
What's a milksop?
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
Absolutely
what does milksop
right.
mean?
I don't know.
Thank you.
But I know it's not good.
Ethan,
someone
you should let
else
Sir
doesn't know
Royland
what it
teach you
means.
how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to
Like
fight.
a man, but it will be really not as a man, will it?
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
Well, we've yet to meet Asher.
Promise me you won't be like that, please.
I
Just for
suspect
you.
we will later
I
on.
like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
What do I
It's for you
say?
to decide for yourself.
Okay, well, I'll say I won't change.
I won't change.
And to be honest,
Because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
you
We'll
can
have to
never
have
really
both, I'm
know if you're
afraid.
going to have to or not, do you?
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Might as well
Of course.
let him think that's what's
Why
going to
not?
happen.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on
Little
your
does
feet.
he know, I'm going to decide sweets are bad for you when I'm the Lord, and I'm going to ban them.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
I am the Lord.
I would command
Okay.
Ethan to stay. With his family. Lord
I
Whitehill
think
is a
I
mean old man
should
anyways.
do what a Lord would
Fine.
do and go with him.
If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
I have to face up. I have to face up to the truth. Yeah, alright. Enough of that brave talk. I'm crying inside secretly. Okay, so Ethan is going to he's going to go back. He's going to face up to Lord Whitehill, who's probably not a very nice guy.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Gared. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Gared is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any...
Oh, it wasn't one of the Boltons men, it was the Whitehills men, but I think they're affiliated with Lord Bolton.
Yeah, let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
We won't make a decision, we'll just say I can handle it.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Good God, well he eats well, doesn't he?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me.
Decisions. Yeah, alright, I'll be a man.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Oh, nice.
I've been waiting for this day all my life.
What
I
an
may
arsehole.
be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head.
Oh, yeah.
No bread and salt.
Sorry, I
What
feel
kind
like
of
that's what a
fucking
boy would
house
say.
receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies.
Seriously don't
I
like
should
this
have
man.
expected as much.
I'm not going
Calm
to do what
yourself,
he says. I'm just
old
going to...
man.
Yeah. Old man,
You
yeah.
little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Yeah, not
Aye.
you.
And we've been his bannermen for 5
Sorry.
fucking centuries. You cunt.
Oh my God, I apologise for the language. If there's any children watching this
We
video,
all serve House
don't
Bolton
tell your
now.
parents.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
He wants that man. To himself.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business.
Ah,
Keeping
it's
the
that
king's
dude.
peace, as his lordship here said. When your man attacked us for no reason.
Oh, shut
Hear
up.
that? Attacked for no reason.
Go and get a haircut.
Not how it happened.
And you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the
Well, now,
lord of this house.
I'd
We
throw
lost
that
people
back at
too,
you,
Lord
mate.
Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you
He's
done
not
with
here.
him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What?
I'm not going to tell him where he is because he'll just go
Gone?
hunting for him.
That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice.
What
Now
do you
bring me
want?
the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose
He
Bolton.
has gone. What is wrong with
What
you?
kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honourable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
That's right, you tell
I
him.
mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Okay, it's over.
This is over, Lord
There you go.
Whitehill.
Ethan
Sorted.
is
You
Lord
can go
of
now.
Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Yeah. Thanks, Mum.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Yeah. Okay. What are we going to say? I don't know. Oh, just say nothing. Say nothing. Sometimes it's better to be silent. Yeah, you liar. See you later, mate.
You must find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
Oh God,
You were
I just didn't know what to
brave,
say.
my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsey Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
So Ramsey Snow is on his way, and he's a psycho, and I'm a child. How do you think that's going to end up?
Your sister can help us.
Ooh, where have we gone to? Oh, we're at King's Landing now, I
just
think.
a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay.
So this
If
is Mira.
It's presented to her as it should be.
Welcome to the story. So, this is Mira's sister of Ethan there. She's in King's Landing. Not quite sure why. I'm sure there was a reason. I've forgotten it. Okay, so in some of these scenes, you've got to have a look around, see what you can find. They'll give you clues or parts of the story. But let's see what's in this trunk. So, there's a...
Asher sent me this coin. Do you remember him?
A coin.
What a strange place, Essos.
Mm-hmm. So, he's in Essos. That was me. Sorry, that was... Well, I can't say me because I keep changing the character, but that was Ethan.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
It's probably got poison in it or something. And a letter. Ooh, yeah, okay, let's have a look at that. Whatever. Right, let's move on. What's that? Dusty old...
Wonders Made
to
by
me.
Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Well, you're not going to see some of them.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
I've just realised they keep on referring to the place where they all come from as Ironwood. It's Ironrath. They make
It troubles
Ironwood.
me
I'm
to
very,
even
very
ask
sorry.
this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Yep, definitely ask Lady Marjorie. She's pretty cool. Certainly in the actual books and TV programs, she's no fool, I have to say. And she seems to know what she's doing. Okay, what do I do? There's a knock at the door. Okay, I could walk towards it. Yeah, that's a good way to find out who's there. Sorry for the delay. Oh my god, it's a
Oh, sorry, milady.
very
I
dirty
didn't
boy.
mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
It's alright.
Come in.
Come in. I'll probably get stabbed in the back in a minute.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I think I
I'm
dare
just
to
worried
say...
about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of
I'm
you
worried.
to ask.
Okay,
Of course, milady.
sorry, I keep
You've always been kind to me.
keep trying to not
Please
talk
hurry
over
if
them.
you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
He seems like a nice enough guy. Okay, so sometimes in these stories you need allies, so I thought I'd better tell him the truth.
I may be wrong,
It might work.
but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
Yeah.
I've seen you with her before.
Yes.
You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei? Don't like her. She's Queen bitch, really. I mean, she's just a nasty piece of work. They appear to be having some
sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Yep, that's my house. That's my house.
Kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about.
What are you saying?
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
I think I know what you're suggesting.
Good night, milady.
You could be a spy. Okay. He might help us out. A bit later on, we'll see. Aha, there she is.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Okay, cool. So we've met another main character from the TV show.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
Okay.
You're very kind, my lady.
Yeah, just let's start with politeness first before I ask her a favour.
We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
I can see why you
Cersei
say that.
herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
Okay.
Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
I think I have to ask questions.
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Oh,
I wouldn't
God,
ask
I
this
really
of you
don't
if
like
it
the
were
woman.
not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
Alright,
I'll do
we'll
as
go
you
along
ask,
with it.
my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Okay. I'll have to try and work out what she wants
See
to
if
hear
the
as
Queen
well, no
Regent
doubt.
is ready to receive us.
What are you staring at? Oh, okay.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Yeah, but... Okay, I'm bound to get this wrong, because these kind of choose-your-phrase adventure games can lead you down one path that you weren't expecting. Very difficult choices, but I'm sure you all end up getting roughly to the same place. Ah, awesome! There seems to be two characters that we know from the main show: Cersei Lannister and looks like Tyrion Lannister. I think he's become everybody's favourite character. Definitely, he's become everybody's favourite actor from this show.
Ah, Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this
Looks exactly like him as well. Peter
Lord
Dinklage,
Tyrion.
brilliant
Your
actor.
Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
And she's not bad either, actually. I mean, they're all fantastic. Okay, what do I do? Stand tall, bow your head, kneel before her? I think I should go for the kneeling option,
Your
yep.
Grace.
I'm supposed to
The
do
girl knows
one
her
thing and
courtesies. Impressive.
think another.
You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Well, only because you think they were.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Why, thank you.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
Okay, I seem to have messed that up already.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
I better say...
Roose Bolton also served the Starks.
Yeah.
Your Grace.
There you go.
And
In
proved
your
his
face.
loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old
I
allegiances
see.
are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Well, what should I do? What should I do?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point
okay,
to this,
made the wrong choice
hope you
there.
find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Okay, lie next time.
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Oh, okay.
I'm sure she
Let
would.
the girl
tricky.
answer the question.
Oh, God, I'm going to get this wrong.
I would be true to the king.
There you go.
Your Grace.
There you go. Surely she
Well
wants to
said.
hear that.
I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Oh, but I've upset Marjorie. Brilliant.
She
So,
is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
good. Bit of sarcasm there, Tyrion.
I'm not
Thank
quite
you,
sure
mate.
what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
God, I hope that went well. Well, I clearly didn't want to upset Queen Cersei, but I think I did anyway, and probably whatever I would have said would have pissed her off, but anyway, at least Tyrion was
I'll
trying to
walk you
get
up.
my back a little bit.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Oh,
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's
Cheers.
very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
Yeah, I couldn't pick one to
No
say.
doubt
I don't.
Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
And that'd be you, right?
The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take,
go on then.
Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Thank you, mate.
Now,
Nice.
if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Cool. Well, Tyrion, true to forms, very nice chap. And I hope I did a good job there, but I think I've pissed off Marjorie. I've kind of mildly upset the Queen, but she seems all right with me. Let's see what we've got coming up next.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really?
I think.
That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Ah, yes.
I'm told
an amazing
he has a paramour.
fighter, actually. You'll see if you've watched the TV
He is
show.
quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king,
Come on,
I can
come on.
only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him.
Yeah, look at
and
the
he's always
spoiled
treated Lady
brat.
Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Whatever. I mean,
Right. Of course.
right now I don't know what to say to anybody.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see.
It's very nice
Who
of you.
else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect
You're the tallest
match.
woman and the shortest man, yeah.
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Well?
Okay, having
Sarah?
fun, I think?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Brilliant, that's what you wanted me to do,
I'm just
wasn't
glad
it?
it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Well, yes,
Once
I
you are
guess.
queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Okay, is she happy
Your
with me
words to
again?
Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
Especially Ramsey,
I
yeah.
do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I've got to, really.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
I've got a feeling that wouldn't be a good idea.
About my family.
I trust her.
No, I don't. I think I will...
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Send her away. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. There's something about her I don't trust, so go on, off with you. Get out.
Go on. Ask.
Okay. Yep. Mum needs help.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsey Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsey is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is
Well,
no
you
small
noticed you asked on
request.
behalf of your mother, yep,
Especially
okay.
now.
I know, my lady.
So she
and
knows it wasn't
I
my
wouldn't
idea then?
ask this of you otherwise, but my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
He doesn't look favourably on any request, to be honest.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Okay, so we are left at the end of this episode with hopefully somewhere to get out of Ramsey Snow turning up at my house and killing everybody. Guys, I will be back with the next episode very soon, and I hope you enjoyed that. Please hit the like button if you did, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know how you're enjoying Game of Thrones, and I'll be back soon. Good night.